Liverpool, late 50s, a grey port city scarred by war. Working class boys with cheap guitars and a new feverish sound seeping across the Atlantic, rock and roll. This is where fate collided. John Lennon, 16, arrogant, brilliant. Paul McCartney, 15, melodic, a genius. It wasn't just a meeting, it was a big bang, fire and water. They soon found George Harrison, the quiet younger brother with a soulful guitar. They weren't the Beatles yet. Filthy Hamburg clubs, 8 hours a night. This was the furnace that forged their sound. Back in Liverpool, they found their heartbeat, Ringo Starr. The Fab Four was complete. The world exploded. It was called Beatlemania, not a concert, a hurricane. Screaming, fainting, mop-tops, suits. They stood before Ed Sullivan and 73 million Americans watched simultaneously. They conquered the planet. They were smart, funny, and charming. They sang of simple, pure love. She loves you? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to hold your hand. The world was craving joy, and the Beatles gave it to them. But the storm outside was too big. They could no longer hear themselves play. So, they did the unthinkable. They stopped touring and retreated to their sanctuary, Abbey Road Studios. This is where the real genius began. They were no longer a pop band, they became artists. They tore up every rule, playing tapes backward, using symphony orchestras, bringing the sounds of India into rock music. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band wasn't just an album, it was a concept, a film without pictures. Love also became complex. All You Need Is Love was a global message broadcast live. But love was also the crack. It was Yoko Ono sitting next to John in the studio, breaking the unspoken rule of the four boys. The greatest love, their brotherhood, began to break. The pressure of being the spokesman for a generation was too much. John found his path. Paul found his. George, the quiet Beatle, finally found his voice with Something and Here Comes the Sun. They knew the end was near. They decided to do it one last time, on a windy rooftop in London, January 1969. No warning, no tickets. They plugged in and played. The police were called. It was their last live performance, a final rebellious act, a raw, beautiful, and honest farewell. They were getting back to where they started. They broke up, but they never really left. In less than 10 years, they changed everything. Fashion, hair, the way we talk, the way we love. They wrote the rulebook for pop music, then tore it up themselves, proving it could be high art. They weren't just a band, they were a chapter in human history. And in the end, as they themselves sang in the last song they ever recorded together, and in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make.